What's our least valuable Funko Pops in our Funko collection? Let's talk about it.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. We're glad you're there. You get the right time. We had an all-time high. Funko's hot toys and charms don't mind. Stick around, like, comment, and be sure to subscribe because life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. Hey, life's a little better when you answer Chris and Heather. And remember, at these hallowed walls, we are together. Yes.
We've recently made 2 videos about the most valuable Funko Pops of 2022, but we're here to talk about our least valuable in our own collection.
Heather brought this idea up to me, and I thought at first that it was sort of lame, but when I saw what my bottom 5 Funko Pops were, I was so devastated that I realized that we had to make a video about this.
Yeah, same. So just to preface this, we did not choose mystery minis or Dorbs or anything like that, although there's quite a few Dorbs on my list and a lot of mystery minis. Don't talk about Dorbs because they're the best. Anyhow, we chose only Funko Pops and only Funko Pops with value because if you look at the bottom of your collection, you'll probably see that there's quite a few without values. And I don't know if it's because maybe there haven't been any sales recently or the Funko app is just confused.
Really, the Funko app is absolute garbage, but it was the easiest way to figure out what our least valuable Funko Pops were because that is where we control our entire collection.
It's super simple to use and it's a app that's on your phone. You don't have to sign in every time. It's just there. 2
of the 5 least valuable Funko Pops in my personal collection are my favorite character, and it was rough. I had to double check because I could not believe that my favorite character made it twice on this list.
Well, guess what? 2 of my very favorite Funko Pops are on the bottom of my value list too.
Oh my god. So Heather and I separately chose 5 Funko Pops for this video. We're just gonna count down from 5 all the way to number 1, which is the lowest valued Funko Pop in our entire collection.
Just so you're aware, all of mine are one price with the exception of 1. Number 5, Pennywise with spider legs.
Okay, this does not deserve to be at the bottom of the list. This is a awesome Funko Pop.
First of all, Pennywise, his teeth are showing and that's cool. Second of all, his hair's all crazy and that's cool. And third, he has spider legs for arms. What the is wrong with you people that gave this guy such a low value? You guys are spending way too little on this pop.
What's the value?
$9.
What?
You guys need to start offering more for these awesome pops. Waste your money, but it's for a good cause because this guy deserves it.
He's got spider legs, are you kidding me?
He could impale so many people with them things.
My absolute lowest is Janet Van Dyne Unmasked from Ant-Man and the Wasp. This Funko Pop is really, really lame. It's just like an old woman with a weapon in her hand.
When I turn into an old woman and I have a weapon, I'm not gonna be lame and I'm gonna be cool. So actually this pop's pretty cool.
It's kind of boring. It's Michelle Pfeiffer and you can barely tell that it's Michelle Pfeiffer. This was one of the least liked Funko Pop sets from Marvel Cinematic Universe. Right next to the Eternals, the only Funko Pops people really cared about were the Ant-Man and the Wasp that came with chases.
Well, yeah, people love chases.
There was a masked and unmasked version of those characters and people absolutely love them, but the rest of the characters,
well, I guess that one deserves a number 5 spot. My next one is La Llorona, or as people have corrected me into saying, La Llorona, but I sound really American and it sounds dumb when I say it like that. I'm just gonna call her La Llorona.
My Llorona.
La 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 Llorona.
Never thought you could get hotter, but you just did.
This pop is awesome. The reason that it is so low on my list is because it has a chase counterpart. And typically when Funko makes a chase of a Funko Pop, they overproduce the common so that more chases can be on the market. And then the commons are typically worth like $5 and then the chases are worth like $15 in the end. It's not a big deal or anything. But this pop is awesome. They went above and beyond and did like a translucent veil over her whole head, which is crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And on top of that, like her mascara is smeared. She's just really great looking.
Well, it didn't help that the movie sucked. If the movie sucks, the pops suck, Heather.
Wow, okay, so how do you explain Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Ant-Man and the Wasp was okay. It wasn't my favorite.
It was a good movie. Pops?
It was okay. It was okay.
You said it yourself. Pops? Oh, by the way, she's $9.
The next one on my list is Torchy. Do you remember Torchy?
Remember when people were spending $100 on those boxes and like going crazy over them because they were Fun Days boxes. Remember when they got a $7 Torchy in the box? You know what would have made this pop way cooler, and it probably wouldn't have upped the value at all because he was pretty heavily produced, if they made the flame glow.
He is an interesting character. He is fun, but he's definitely not for me because I couldn't care less about the Olympics. He comes in at $7.
Wow. Okay, this next pop does not deserve this bullshit. I'm gonna protest until his value goes up because all of you that are out there spending $9 on this pop are assholes because this pop deserves to be at least like $100, maybe 120 because it's so cool. Here's nobody spending $9. Oh, I got a good deal. Look, I got a cool pop. You.
Whoa.
This pop, you should be spending so much more money on this pop.
Okay, can you tell us what it is?
It's Dr. Finkelstein from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and he's awesome.
And he has a brain hinge.
Yes, he has a hinge. You remember in The Nightmare Before Christmas, Dr. Finkelstein, he gets a little itch. He lifts up his little skull, and it's on a hinge. He lifts it up, and then he scratches his brain. That's what this pop does! Why he is $9, I will never understand it. I think that is bullshit. I think it's stupid, and he deserves so much better than this. It is the only Dr. Finkelstein pop out there, number one. Number two, his brain showing. Number three, his brain doesn't have to show. You wanna know why? Because you can hinge a skull back. But guess what? $9.
The next one is one of my favorite characters of all time in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's the Thanos in the Garden. And I know the reason why he's so inexpensive, and it's because there's another version of this Funko Pop where he's down on a knee and his arm comes off. Now, obviously, that's going to be more valuable than this one where it does not have an arm that comes off. It makes sense, right? And he goes for $7.
Okay, but he's also wearing a t-shirt.
He's a farmer Thanos. Come on. Thanos in a garden, down on a farm.
Picking poison fruits with a burnt up arm. Trying to kill the Avengers. He means great harm. I'm way extra pissed about this pop being on the lowest. And it's not for the reason that you think.
We shouldn't have made this video because we're just very angry.
We are very angry.
Like, we're very angry. A lot of Funko Pops have to have low values on them. You gotta have commons out there and ones that are not like full value. I know that it isn't, but I'm saying there are commons out there that will not carry like great value. But this one, I agree, is one of those ones that should have carried a greater value, but we can get to why it doesn't carry a great value anymore.
There are so many pops that deserve to be on this list. All the ones that I've said so far are not one of them at all. $9 for this thing. Okay, let me tell you something. Game of Thrones, remember that? Everybody was obsessed with that show. Obsessed.
Hold on. They all just responded already. They said no.
I know, we all chose to forget it because of the bad ending. I get it. But it was a thing and people loved it. People extra loved the villains. You tell me right now how many AT&T exclusive Funko Pops there are in the world. I'll wait. Guess what? There's only one AT&T exclusive Funko Pop out there. It is the metallic AT&T exclusive Night King. And guess what? People were going crazy over this pop. It was like reminiscent of Target. You know how this Target over here is gonna get a pop, but this Target over here isn't, and some over in this state might get some, but then some on like the south side of that state aren't gonna get them. It's a whole show. AT&T started getting these Funko Pops in, but only at certain stores. And then after everybody got their hands on them, they just showed up everywhere.
A lot of them were damaged.
Yeah, but people were still buying them and selling them for outrageous costs because they were almost impossible for people to find because either they weren't being sold at their stores or they just hadn't made it there yet. And people were having FOMO. People were thinking this was like a limited thing and oh my god, it's the first AT&T exclusive and oh my god, it's Game of Thrones. People are gonna go crazy over this and fist fight people over this. Yeah, he's $9.
Yeah, Game of Thrones died. It died. Remember what I said about Ant-Man and the Wasp? This was one of the least liked Funko Pop sets from Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, one of my very favorite Funko Pops was the Invisible Ghost. Do you remember this? It came from Walmart?
Yes, I do. You want to know why I remember it? Because I spent forever trying to track this thing down. I was calling Walmart every single day, all of the ones in our local area, to include all of the ones in a wider radius because I was willing to drive an hour or two for you. Never showed up. Guess what I had to do? Order it online. It sucked.
I like this Funko Pop. I thought it was great.
All that work just for
$7.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. $7 for this Funko Pop. And it's really great looking Funko Pop too. It's a cool character.
It's Ghost and she turns translucent and guess what?
It does what the box says it does. It's a ghost.
But nobody cares about that.
God, my blood pressure is so high.
So I actually really hate this #1 pop, like a lot.
You hate it? Like you don't like the pop?
I don't like it at all. And I also hated the level of this video game. So first of all, this is my only one that's valued lower than $9. It's $8. Chris's collection got a lot of 7s.
All 7s, yeah.
This Funko Pop is Sora, but he's the Monsters Inc Sora. And on top of that, they reuse the same mold, the same very ugly mold. Like, I just think that this is an ugly Funko Pop. I feel like they could have made him a better looking monster.
Garbage.
Then they flocked it.
Garbage!
Yeah, you could get the flocked version at Box Lunch. I'm pretty sure that one's also probably not worth much of anything. This one sucks. It's ugly. I hate it.
Heather, I got news for you.
What?
This pop's garbage. So my #1 brings a big tear to my eye. It's Thanos from Infinity War. Mother. They made so many Thanoses for Infinity War and also for Endgame, but this particular Thanos was like the very first movie version of Thanos I ever had in my hand. When Infinity War came out, I was so excited to see Thanos on the big screen, and this was the Funko Pop that was delivered to us, and I was really happy about it. He had the Infinity Gauntlet, he looks badass, so needless to say, I still love this Funko Pop even though it carries a very low value. But I understand why it carries a low value. They made like 50 billion of these.
Not only that, but they made like 50 billion variants of Thanos.
This guy goes for $7. Not surprised. Anytime you go to a toy meet or a Funko Pop meet or a flea market, you'll find this Funko Pop somewhere, I promise.
Can I tell you what I'm really, really upset about? In this video, we talked about our lowest valued Funko Pops, and there were a lot that don't deserve it. So all of you out there paying $7 for Thanos, paying $9 for Dr. Finkelstein, it's bullshit. But we'll talk another day. There's people out there paying $12 for the Jasmine holding the apple chase.
Oh my God.
You mean to tell me that you value Jasmine holding a apple over a Dr. Finkelstein whose skull flaps open to reveal his brain?
Oh my God, no.
And not only that, but his wheelchair has a kickstand.
What?
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourselves.
You should be. I'm disappointed in you, I'm judging you, and I will not forget this, and I will not forgive you for this.
Wow, what a list, right? Let us know what your favorite of our least valuable Funko Pop list in the comment section down below.
And why don't you drop your least valuable Funko Pop in the comment section down below.
In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Retro Game G, Nathan Backen, Clarissa V, Carlos Campbell, PopCop765, Eric and Cassandra Golden, The Disgruntled Octopus, Steven Anderson, Celeste Crawford, and Andy Veloff. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons for Patreon. You guys rock. Don't forget, head over to PoppinOffToys.com for all of your Funko Pops, Funko Sodas, and Funko Mystery Minis. They've got it all. PoppinOffToys.com. All right, it's that time again. Remember, as always, we're on together, yes. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.